Meet Kevin Harrington. With over 500 products launched and generating $5 billion in product sales in over 100 countries, Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, as seen on TV pioneer, and original shark on the Emmy Award-winning TV show Shark Tank. Kevin creates massive brands by combining great products with superstar talent like Kim Kardashian, 50 Cent, Kathy and Paris Hilton, Kris Jenner, CeeLo Green, George Foreman, Montel Williams, Jack LaLanne, Flo Rida, Hulk Hogan, Billy Mays, Paula Abdul, and Tony Little. Kevin has been featured on 2020, CNN, Fox Business, Bloomberg, Jim Cramer's The Street, MTV, Good Morning America, the CBS Morning News, The Today Show, The View, and The Daily Double on Jeopardy! A renowned speaker, Kevin has appeared on stage for organizations like AT&T, Microsoft, United States Postal Service, Humana, 3M, FedEx, Auburn University, Harvard, and MIT. Kevin has authored several books, including Act Now, How to Turn Ideas into Million-Dollar Products, and the bestseller, How to Become a Key Person of Influence. An entrepreneur for over 40 years, Kevin has built 20 businesses to over $100 million each. That's why he's the original shark from Shark Tank.
Hi there, I'm Kevin Harrington. I'm an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank. Now, I met Phil Smith of Loan Broker Network in January of 2018. This is 5 years ago. And we discussed forming a partnership. I knew it was a good opportunity, but obviously I couldn't just partner with anyone without doing some research, a little due diligence first, right? So finally, after 8 months, we concluded that Phil Smith, along with Loan Broker Network, was a reputable organization that truly has an amazing service to help you achieve financial success. And I'm happy to say that since 2018, our partnership is still going strong. We've helped many people either launch a business or add a new revenue stream to their current business. Now, we've created an infrastructure, and this is really the power of what Phil has done. This infrastructure has over 100 people working to support you every single day. And our collective partnerships have now done over $1 billion in deals. We've also helped people achieve 5, 6, and even 7 figures per year in revenue. And we've made it as easy as we possibly can for you to tap into our existing infrastructure. And this way, we can help you achieve your financial goals. So thanks for listening to me, but now I'm going to pass this over to Phil so he can explain the services in more detail, and hopefully we can meet at one of our events coming up soon. Thank you.
Thank you for the intro, Kevin. So I got to say, it's been 5 years since I put lead gen on a license plate of a Lamborghini. The reason why I did it is actually still true. Lead gen business is still the fastest way that I found to 7 figures a year. That's it. That's the reason why. Now, what I will say also is this. If you want success in business, you have to put yourself around the right people that have already carved a path. It's much easier to go down a paved path than it is to walk through the jungle. Everybody, I don't care who it is, has had help in their business. And I don't care what level they're at. If they're starting up, they probably need more help. That's okay. If they're further along, they just need different types of help. But we all need help one way or another. That's the real key to success. Put yourself around people that can hold your hand and walk you down that path to success. And as long as you want to put the work in, obviously that success should happen. So let's jump into this. Let us show you exactly what we do and how we can help you. Loan Broker Network. We are now working with 2 sharks from Shark Tank. If you don't know, we've been working with Kevin Harrington since 2018, and we previously started working with Damon John. Things are obviously going very well for us, and our members are reaping the benefits. So hopefully you do take advantage of what we have. Now, people ask us all the time, well, how does the lending industry work? Is it good? Is it bad? The great thing about it is it's never really bad, right? The economy is good. Companies need money. The economy is bad, like it is right now. Companies need money. So last month's stats, over 20 million in deal flow. And right now, the economy is bad and people need money, so we want to help. Now, the true meaning of success, if you ask me, is having control of your time. Now, everybody wants success, right? Everybody wants success, or at least they say they do. But the problem is, with most people, is they want success, they want more money, but no clue where to start. Now, information overload online, there's too many options and no time to research them all. I get it. When I'm looking for something new, I get bombarded too. And it's like, oh my God, what do? I can't talk to 100 different companies. So that's the reason why the goal for me is to make the most amount of money for my time, right? We only have 24 hours in a day. So I personally want to make the most money for my time. Automated business, scalable business. That's the goal for me. So spend time building a business that makes the most money every 24 hours for yourself. Okay, so for you, when you're looking to start a business, make sure that when you put the work in, that you're going to make the most money for your time. So automation, scalability, and massive commissions. If you're going to go out there and promote something, you might as well make the most money on each deal, right? So business loan industry has massive commissions. Now the secret sauce is lead generation, right? That's the secret sauce, to generate leads. Now what is lead generation? In this case, it's just find a company that needs money. That's it. Find a company that needs money, which is pretty much every single company that exists. So I have generated 1 million business loan leads since I started doing this myself. So obviously I can help you generate leads, which is one of the things that we do. We help you out with that. Now others will show you how to monetize a lead once. So what does that mean? That means they're going to say, hey, go find a business owner that needs money and then try to get them a business loan. But what happens if that doesn't work and they don't get approved, right? So we show you how to 10x everything. So in this picture here at the top middle at 12 o'clock, you see the business loan circle, right? The orange circle that says business loan in it. Now let's go to the right. So you got business loans, you have lines of credit. So let's just say someone doesn't get approved for a business loan, and that's the reason why you're talking to them. Well, you can certainly try to switch to a line of credit. Maybe they're a startup and they didn't get approved because they're too small of a business. Well, you can give them a loan because they're a startup lender. You have SBA loans, obviously with the government. You even have mortgages for self-employed. What does that mean? That means that they can get a mortgage to either buy an investment property or even their own home, a primary residence, and only use the income from their business they get approved. This is like no tax returns, no W-2s. It's a pretty cool service. You can try to get them that. A traditional mortgage, you can always do any type of mortgage. Business credit services, that's helping a company build their business credit, not their personal credit, but their business credit to get funding down the road. You got business and corporation services. Maybe you're talking to a company and they actually aren't incorporated yet. You can push them down that road. Multiple marketing services. Every company needs money, but they also need marketing. So you can promote marketing services. And then the last one at 11 o'clock is credit repair services. That's obviously for their personal credit. Maybe they have bad credit and they want to fix that to help either try to get some lending or something else, right? Now, all of these services are all things that you can do on your own, meaning you work with companies that provide these services and you generate the leads for them, or you take your client and try to back it into these types of services with different companies. So it's totally up to you. The point is that there's so many options. This is the true secret sauce, the key to success of being successful. Because if you're talking to a company, you don't want to only be a one product company or a one service company. You want to say, hey, I can help you out with anything. Right? Like that's what you really want to do. Say, hey, you're a business that wants to grow. Great. You need money. You need marketing. What do you need? I can help you. Right? That's what you want. So we can always point you in the right direction on how to do a lot of this stuff. Obviously, we just concentrate on business loans for this $97 product that we're selling you. But hopefully you understand the bigger picture here. All right? I'm trying to open your eyes, open your mind to the bigger picture, because this is what's going to make you more money. When you just concentrate on one service or one product, you're leaving money on the table with every single person that you speak to or any lead that you generate. So hopefully you understand what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it's all about treating yourself like a consultant or some sort of, I like to just call myself like a marketing person, to be honest with you. But if you treat yourself more like a consultant, then you can say, hey, I can help you out with anything. Here's my 10 different products and services to help your business grow. Okay, so hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Now, the key to success is offering many services to your leads, right? I literally just said that. So key to success is offering many services to your leads, all right? Now, one thing I want to show you is I personally have done everything when it comes to this industry anyway. I've done every type of marketing. Literally in the last 12 months, I was interviewed 40 times on TV, radio, podcast. Brand building is very important. What I highly recommend anybody that's starting a business, or maybe you're just trying to scale your current business, start building your brand. Start getting out there. Okay, if you ever need some advice, just ask and I can point you in the right direction. But start building your brand. That's the one thing that's going to last forever. And that's like compound interest, right? That's just going to keep building and building and building for you. And then the bigger you build your brand, obviously it's going to be easier for you to grow your business, sell more products and services, and just, achieve whatever goals you're trying to achieve with your business. But start doing this. I'm going to show you a quick clip of an interview I did.
Welcome back. If you're a small business owner, getting your name and brand out there is important for your bottom line, but it can be tough to reach the right people. Our guest today can help. Phillip Smith is the man behind phillipsmith.com, which helps people with lead generation, digital marketing, and so much more. Phillip, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So could you tell us how important it is really for small businesses to focus on marketing, especially digital marketing?
Yeah, I've been doing this since 1998, so it's been a long time. The internet's changed, but more than ever, you need to use online marketing to grow a business. So that interview was live on NBC out of Connecticut, and when I first got there, I didn't know it was live or it was going to be live. So when they told me, I was totally nervous. One of the things I'll tell you is that you got to get out of your comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort zone to grow as a person, for your career, personally, whatever it is. You just have to get out of your comfort zone to move forward. And doing interviews, being on TV, all that stuff, speaking on stage, I hate all that. Even though I've done it all, I still hate it to this day. It's not my thing. I get so nervous. I usually have to drink some alcohol, to be honest with you, a little bit, just to kind of loosen myself up. But that's how nervous I get. So don't think that you see me doing this stuff, that it's all easy and it's like, woo, I love doing this stuff. No, it's the complete opposite. I hate that stuff, but I do it because I know I have to do it. So just keep that in mind. So I want you to meet Tim from our business loan team. The business loan team closed over $200 million in deals in the past 12 months. So check out this video. So I am in the business loan office. I love this place. It's such a great environment. They do a lot of deals here, which is obviously why we're partnered with them. But this is Tim. I'm going to let him explain what they do here, and then I'm going to show you around the office.
What's going on, everybody? Super nice to be introduced to you. Looking forward to making a personal connection, hopefully with you soon. As everybody knows, we're here for one thing, and that's lead monetization. One thing that you're going to be able to do in working with the business loan team is offer a variety of different products and able to monetize on those leads. What you'll see behind me is our business development team. What our business development team is going to do is work with you directly to help you with business development strategies and other opportunities to bring in those leads and monetize on them. If we look behind us, we actually have our direct sales team. On that direct sales team, they will be working directly with some of the businesses that you refer to us in a very collaborative way. If you wanted to do a full tour of the office, we are a full service firm here. We have everything from soup to nuts in regards to accounting, processing, production, underwriting, everything that is involved in a business loan transaction is getting done within the headquarters here. We're excited to work with you and help them monetize on leads as soon as possible.
And we'll walk you around the office real quick, but one thing I just want to reiterate, it's all about generating that one lead and having a lot of different ways to monetize it. That's everything that we do here across the board. So let's walk around. We got these red sirens whenever a big deal goes off. Whenever a big deal, the red sirens still go off?
Yeah, they go off, but so once you close the deal with the business loan team, you're actually going to be posted everywhere. We're going to know your name, and you're going to feel like a part of the team. We have sirens, we have anthems, we have all that stuff that makes you feel part of the team.
So what's over here?
So we have production in front of us. Production is those who are actually processing documents, working directly with underwriting to get access to approvals for your clients. Behind them, we have marketing, we have production, we have accounting, all in-house. We even poke around over there. We have a masseuse come in on Fridays and take care of the guys that are taking care of all the leads that you're bringing in. But what we embody here is a fun but very hard-working environment, and you'll see that as soon as you start working with the business loan team here.
That's a real office with real people, closing real deals, and doing volume. That's what I want you to see, because this is a business that works, and if you are serious about growing your own business, making money, doing whatever you want to do, this is such a great industry to be in. So, lending options. I just want to go over the different types of lending that you can do. Purchase order financing, startups, lines of credit, equipment financing, accounts receivable, credit card stacking, SBA loans, business acquisition loan, merchant cash advance, micro merchant cash advance, and more. Now, I will say the merchant cash advance is going to be your number one lending product that you're going to get companies approved for, which is also called alternative lending. The reason why is the banks don't do this. It's all private money. So it's called merchant cash advance, or MCA. This is where you literally are selling cash to a business. So think about that. If you can't sell cash, what can you sell, right? So short-term loans to companies. Bad credit's okay. No personal guarantee. No collateral required. No tax returns required. The minimum revenue is only $5,000 per month. That means a business only has to deposit $5,000 per month into their business bank account, right? Generate $5,000 per month in revenue. That's the minimum. And just literally a few months in business, and that's it. And they can get approved. Now, the joke in the industry is, does the business owner have a heartbeat? They get approved. Obviously, I'm joking. But that's the joke, because it's so easy to get somebody approved in this world. The best thing about everything that we do here, there's no license required. You don't have to worry about any of that. Now, how much commission are you going to make with a merchant cash advance? It's about 10% of the deal size. So if you close a $100,000 deal, that could equal about $10,000 in commission. So obviously, you can see there's huge demand in business loans, especially during a bad economy, right? Bad economy, there's always going to be a little bit more demand because companies start to get desperate. You just need two things from the business owner: an application and 3 months bank statements. That's it. Application, 3 months bank statements. That is it. And again, no license required to do any of this, okay? So you close a $50,000 deal, $120,000 deal, doesn't matter. The commission is going to be roughly 10%. And then, of course, it could be higher, it could be lower. I'm just talking about averages here. And again, you only needed two things: the application and 3 months bank statements. That's it. Once you have that, you submit it, and then to get the approval. So why you will love being a loan broker? Like I said, massive commissions. The average commission industry-wide is about 10%. You can work as much as you want, part-time, full-time. It's totally up to you. Work from anywhere. Get paid every time a business gets funding. There's unlimited income potential, obviously. Close as many deals you want. Millions of businesses need money. And again, you do not need a license. I keep repeating that because that's the number one question that we get. So I want to make sure you know that you don't need a license. So when you do these deals, what's going to happen is You're going to get a deal done. Typically, worst case, a week, you're going to get paid. Could be a few days, could be up to a week. All right. So around that, you're going to get paid pretty much within about a week. You get your money in your pocket and you're good. Okay. So generate the lead, get the application bank statements, submit it, get approval. Everybody signs off. The company gets their money, and then you get your money within a week. Could literally be in a couple of days. I would just say a max a week. Okay. So overall, it's a very simple process in what you need to get going and get this done. So how to find business owners that need money. If you go out and just ask 10 business owners if they need money, you're probably going to get 9 that will say yes. Okay, that's the demand that's out there when it comes to any business. So I have done every marketing strategy available, and we have narrowed it down for you. So I can give you 100 different marketing strategies, but when you get going with us, we're going to narrow it down to basically, a few that we know that works, that we even do ourselves, so we can just point you in the right direction so you can hit the ground running, obviously. So how to generate leads. There are obviously many ways to generate leads. I'm going to show you a video on a free Chamber of Commerce marketing strategy. That's probably the best way to get started. You can also do paid marketing strategies. LinkedIn is a great marketing platform. There's many free marketing strategies, and we'll show you a bunch of those in your account. And you can also just literally buy leads. You can just buy leads. And that's how I started. I started as a loan broker, and I just bought leads to get started. That's it. And that's all I needed. And that's how I started. Eventually, I started doing more marketing strategies after that. But I have to tell you, that was the simplest way for me to get started. Chamber of Commerce. This video will explain how to generate leads 100% for free, or of course, you can hire someone for literally like $3 an hour on Upwork.com, and they'll do it for you. But check this out. I'm going to go through this quickly just to save you some time, but this is an amazing marketing strategy that works. And the reason why it works, this is the Chamber of Commerce directory for the entire United States. The reason why the Chamber of Commerce is a great way to find leads is because these companies that are paying the Chamber of Commerce to be a part of it are already further along in their business. They're spending money, they're marketing, they're networking. So this is a company that's further down the road. These are great companies that you could definitely get business loans for, maybe a self-employed mortgage or other business services, marketing services, etc. We're just going to blow through this real quick. You can always ask more questions later, but here you go. This is the main site, Alaska. I'm going to click on Alaska. Here it comes, right? Alaska Chamber of Commerce directory. There's going to be multiple in Alaska, of course, just like every other state. If you click on this right here and expand the info and go to their website, it's going to be right here. So that means this is now the specific Anchorage Chamber of Commerce. Then you have a member directory. When you go to the member directory, it's going to give you everybody. The best way to do it is click on the 0 to 9 or one of the letters. So if you click on 0 to 9, it's going to bring you to these 3 companies. If we click on this 49th Freight, it's going to go to their page inside the Chamber of Commerce. You have someone's name and email, a name and phone number. If you go to their website, you can even have their social media profiles right here. Go to their website, it's going to bring you here. This is now the company's website. Okay, this is the individual company's website. If we'll click on, let's say, contact us, it's going to bring you to their contact page. You have a phone number, you have an email, and you can even have a form that you can fill out to contact them. So what I would do is get a spreadsheet and put in the company name, phone number, email, any information. Again, going back to their LinkedIn profile or whatever social media profiles that they have here. All right, you build out a spreadsheet for all this information. Okay, and then what you do is when you're contacting them, send them out emails one at a time or fill out these forms, you're going to get a great response rate. Now, you may be saying, I don't want to do this all by myself, and this is a lot of work. I don't have the time. You go to Upwork or you go to Fiverr, and you can hire someone literally for like $3 an hour, and you can have them do all this work for you. So it's a very, very affordable way to do it. So you have the free way, you do it yourself, or you do it the paid way, you pay someone, let's just say out of the Philippines, a few bucks an hour on Upwork, and they'll do all the work for you. I know people doing this. We actually do this ourselves. It works. So just want to show you this, another way to generate leads. That Chamber of Commerce is a great platform because those companies are further along. You don't sign up for the Chamber of Commerce, do networking, do all that stuff if you're just getting started. So those companies are a little further along. So highly recommend you take advantage of that marketing strategy. Again, you can hire someone to do it for you. So this is why we spend over $100,000 per year to educate ourselves, because we want to work with larger brands. So we spend $50,000 per year just to be part of Damon John's mastermind. Just that alone, 50 grand a year, plus all the conferences and everything else that we do. So when you are connected to massive brands, your success rate will skyrocket. All right. So the fact that we put ourselves around Damon John, we're starting to do business with them. If you don't know Damon, he's in the top left. He originally started FUBU, been on Shark Tank since day one, and obviously has done a lot since. So there's Zach and I with Damon in Miami. doing lunch, and that one meeting, now we met with Damon a few times before, but that one meeting is about 2 hours, literally took everything to the next level with us. And that's why it's so important to put yourself in the right room with the right people, meet them face to face, build that relationship. This stuff is so important. That's why we do it. So we asked Damon, what advice would he give to someone starting a business? Check this out. What advice do you have for someone looking to start a business?
Well, someone that looks to start a business got to invest in the things you can control. That doesn't necessarily cost money. You got to invest in studying. I mean, when I first started, I had a phone. Internet wasn't out, so I made 50 calls a day. That's it, 50 calls a day for 6 months. If I get past, if I feel like I'm getting in traction, I'm over 75. I called 10 manufacturers, 10 record labels. I'm trying to wear my clothes, 10 stores. Nobody listened to me or picked up the phone for the first 2-3 months. After 3 months, I kept calling them back. They kept going, "You ain't going nowhere, are you?" Nope. And then they started, they either said something to me or they were like, "You know what? I don't really have any need for what you're doing, but you know what? Just talking to, try to get this guy a call." Now, whether they want to get me off their ass or they had a level of interest, I started to find ways to figure it out. And some of the calls started getting better because I started to figure out, you know what? I'm not asking them the right thing. I'm not saying the right thing. That prepared me for when I walked in the store trying to pitch physically. So that's an investment. That's a simple investment, right? It could be 30 DMs every day. You know what I mean?
Consistency. Yeah. So we did that video at the Mastermind with Damon, and great guy. I got to tell you, one of the nicest people that you'll meet. That always willing to help people, do whatever he can. But if you don't know a lot about Damon, watch this video.
I've been an entrepreneur since the day I was born.
Without further ado, here he is, the People's Shark, Damon John.
Damon John, the founder and CEO of Forest Bias Fubu and a panelist on Shark Tank and the author of 3 best-selling books.
An entrepreneur is somebody who thinks outside the box, and when everybody else says no, they say yes.
In 1992, Damon John was 23 years old with only 40 bucks through his name when he started Fubu, now one of the most iconic fashion brands in history.
When I started Fubu, I had to physically get up in people's face and try to sell them a shirt.
Everybody thinks you need money to make money, but you don't.
We knew we make it if we ever get on our video.
Came from the hood, I can't design, I'm dyslexic, got left back in 7th grade. All that didn't stop me.
America's not about what can be done for us. It's about what can be done by us.
When you start hearing the president talk about Fubu, Mom, I made it.
I started going to shows, and Mark Burnett saw me and said, "This guy knows how to break down a pitch. I want him on the show."
Every week, over 6 million people tune in to see Damon John and his fellow sharks fight it out on Shark Tank.
4 fluffy pancakes, under 250 calories.
I'll do 120,000 for 50%.
I'll go 42. Let's do it right now.
Say yes, don't hesitate.
I'll do 42.
Nice play, Damon. Thank you very much.
It's about educating people. I'm just doing it because I was this close to losing everything myself.
Damon, you have a deal.
Smart man.
There you go.
He's so encouraging, and he sees that I could do this.
So the question is going to be, when is it time for Chloe to start her line?
The biggest investment is to invest in people.
We have an idea. We know you are the man to come to.
For me, I've always dreamed big, and so I called up my business partner, Damon John from Shark Tank.
I love him so much.
It's all about bringing other people up the ladder, the same way that I was brought up the ladder.
I will guarantee to mentor you, but I will not give you the money at this time.
We're taught everything else as kids, but we're not taught how to use that tool called money.
You have to concentrate on this and be the king of this.
Damon John from Shark Tank is here with us.
Damon John, branding powerhouse and realist. He's my favorite shark, the author of a brand new book called Rise and Grind.
You gotta grind.
Anything worth doing is worth overdoing.
Rise and grind, outperform, outwork, and out-hustle your way to a more successful and rewarding life.
Don't do things just for money. You have to start today and do what you love. You're going to fail, but you're going to learn from that, and you're going to grow.
We've got a shark here named Damon John.
You are also a presidential ambassador for global entrepreneurship.
We're here tonight to save the world and teach financial intelligence. The recipient of the Damon John Scholarship for Excellence is... I look for desire, drive, honor, and the ability to solve problems.
First of all, thanks for what you're doing.
My quest right now is to change people's lives, have fun at the same time, and challenge people.
You've just given back to the community in so many great ways. Real visionary.
Please welcome Damon John!
The king of branding. He is the leader, the guy that started it all, a pioneer. I love it. The American dream stole our life. That's what it's about. It's about leaving with a legacy.
Thank you.
Kevin Harrington was on the first couple of seasons of Shark Tank in the top middle. When I watched that show for the first time ever, Kevin was the only person that I actually knew who he was, which is pretty funny because of the infomercial world. So original shark on Shark Tank, inventor of the infomercial, producer of over $6 billion in sales, as seen on TV pioneer, 50-year career, has built and worked with massive brands. If you've seen George Foreman, do you remember the Ginsu knife, if you're old enough, Jack LaLanne with the Juicer, Tony Little, and a Gazelle. If you've seen pretty much most people on an infomercial, Kevin Harrington was probably behind them. He started the As Seen on TV brand, if you remember the stores and all that stuff back in the day. And obviously, him, like everyone else, has switched to the internet from TV. But if you drink Celsius, you can thank Kevin Harrington for that, because he was on the board for about a decade, took the company to a $15 billion market cap, and recently did a deal with Pepsi, and they got Pepsi distribution, and that's the reason why most people see it today and why the stock price skyrocketed to almost, where I think it actually did reach over $200 from 22 cents. So you can see, whoever got into that business early made a ton of money. So a $15 billion market cap, obviously that's amazing. So just so you know, I personally grew up very poor. I'm shocked I even graduated high school. I did a lot of bad things between 18 and 21. I got arrested 4 times and did a lot of bad things. The main reason why is my mom died when I was 15, and my dad died a few years later. So I ended up getting money from my mom's death. Obviously, I wasted it all, but I did a lot of bad stuff. But I was able to turn my life around. And when you think about, well, when I think about, growing up, water gets shut off, electricity gets shut off. My parents were divorced when I was 2 years old, and life just wasn't, great growing up. Of course, you don't know that. That's all I knew, right? So I just assumed that this is life, and it is what it is. But now that you got older and you realize, oh, wow, I was very poor. But as I, started my first business and I started doing more things, making more money and kind of getting past that, I never imagined that I would ever own an exotic car, or ever have a large house, and be able to work with celebrity sharks. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy on what you can achieve in life as long as you never quit. I've been an entrepreneur since 1998, so it's been a long time. It's been a long road. I'll call myself an overnight success, but it took 20 plus years or 25 plus years to get there, right? So the idea of I'm going to start a business and make $1 million tomorrow, maybe that's possible for some people, but for most people, you just got to put the work in, don't quit, and just know that success will happen as long as you don't quit. So I'm a serial entrepreneur, investor, author. My first book's titled 8-Figure Solopreneur. Built and sold 5 companies. I've been part of 9 acquisitions. I made the Inc. 5000 list, fastest growing private companies 5 times. And you need to generate at least $2 million a year in revenue to make the Inc. 5000 list. And again, like I say, I'm still a 1-employee company, which is why I love the business loan industry and I love the lead generation space. So once you learn how to generate leads and have that skill set, you won't go backwards. It's amazing. So highly recommend you start learning this stuff. Been featured in Inc. magazine, and at the end of the day, I can just consider myself an expert in lead generation, AI now, which is obviously the newest thing, and marketing. And I'm also a Forbes and Inc. contributor. So here's a picture of me trying to look cool. Alex actually took this picture of me, and he's laying on the ground. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And that ended up being the picture that we used the most, which is funny. So, trying to look cool, but I don't really do a good job at that. But this is after I made the Inc. 5000 5 times, I made this picture, and we'll see if I make it 6 times. So, like I said, the Inc. 5000 minimum revenue requires $2 million, but check out this video so you understand what I'm talking about.
You can't inherit a place on this list. The only way you can make the Inc. 5000 is to launch a great company and lead it to rapid growth.
The Inc. community is important because it's a group of people who are passionate and excited about what they do every day.
It's pretty challenging in today's market to really find kind of your niche. Inc's important because of the access that they have.
It is good to be recognized and actually take the time off and come celebrate your success with other people.
You're just surrounded by this energy, and I was just blown away by the experience.
The greatest challenge in developing brave leaders is not professional skill. The greatest challenge is, can you get the people around you to answer their personal call to courage in the service of your work?
What does the world really need and want, even though they might not know it? And what can we do with technology and working together to exceed their expectations and create something of value?
Networking, by far, is why people become successful. That's why at a great event like this, you're in a room full of like-minded people.
I love the opportunity to be surrounded by other entrepreneurs who deal with the same pains, the same problems, the same challenges.
For me, Inc. embraces all the different nuances that a business needs to succeed.
So if you remember, one of the things that Damon John just said in that video was networking is the fastest way to grow a business. That's why it's so important to get yourself out there and start networking. Now, you don't always have to do everything in person. I understand that not everyone can just travel anytime they want, but utilize the internet, utilize Teams, getting access to our team as an example, because that's going to catapult you into obviously potentially working with sharks yourself and doing other things and meeting us, and we can help you. Just one contact can change everything. Just one golden nugget can change everything, and that personally has worked for me multiple times. But you have to get out there. You got to start doing stuff. If you do nothing, then nothing's going to change. So we literally have hundreds of testimonials. We have had people generate 6 and 7 figures per year in revenue. But at the end of the day, your efforts will determine your success. But check out this video. So we have a lot of testimonials. You can go to loanbrokernetwork.com/testimonials yourself and check some of them out. This is not all of them. We literally have people closing deals every week. I mean, altogether, doing almost 20 million a month through lending with our partners, getting deals done. That's almost like 10 deals a day, if you break it out. So there's just so much success, and we don't even ask for testimonials. But Timo Wilson, made 8K. Here's one from Kevin Harrington, one of the first events we did with him. Scott closing deals, Amy closing deals. Carlos made 20K after our first mastermind. He did the 814,000 in 3 months, and he actually did over 7 figures in 1 month. It was just a night we had in Vegas. Getting some testimonials. Jonathan turned a profit in 2 weeks. Conrad turned a profit in 3 weeks. Conrad's done over 6 figures in a month. David turned a profit in 3 weeks. These guys doing 10 million a year when they did this video, but they're actually over 30 million a year doing lead gen. John closed 24K on his first deal. Josh 300% ROI during COVID. Justin quit his job and bought 4 new vehicles. Ben thought this was a scam until he finally came to one of our events and met us in person. Just testimonials. It's crazy. So we've done cool events like mansions, 30,000 square foot mansion, huge suites in Vegas. We just like to put people in wealthy environments, helps give motivation. So you can come here yourself again and check these out. But we've been doing this a long time. If we got a testimonial from every single person that's ever had any success with us, we literally have thousands of these. So anyway, let's get back to the video. So last year I spent 126 nights at Marriott's. That doesn't even include the Caribbean where I travel, doesn't include Vegas trips. So I spent a lot of time traveling, as you can see. And the most important thing that I can tell anyone is that if you just want to enjoy life, right? That's the thing. Everybody says, I want to be successful, I want to make more money, I want to do this, I want to do that, which is great. 100%, that's all you want to do. But what you want to do with your money and what I want to do with my money is always going to be different, typically, right? Maybe you want to be in a cabin, maybe you want to sail around the world, right? We're all different. But being able to do what you want when you want, right? Whether that's traveling or not traveling or whatever, that's what it's all about. Being able to do what you want when you want. That is why I bust my butt every single day to be an entrepreneur. Because listen, if I just want to go travel, take my kids somewhere or whatever, go on a family trip, we just go. You know what I mean? That's it. There is no, I have to take time off, I have to ask my boss. That's what this is all about. So the great thing is we can all do what we want with our time and money. So for us, this is a lifestyle business. Do you want to work in your PJs? You want to go on vacation whenever you want, not work Fridays, work from home, right? Be your own boss, do what you want when you want, control your time, right? That's the lifestyle that we have, and hopefully you have that, or maybe you'll get it one day if you don't have it now. Now, this is one of our events in the Bellagio. This is the chairman's suite. This is actually a $6,000 per night suite. I'm only telling you that because I love doing my events in very wealthy environments because it'll motivate people. That's the point. I want to motivate people to, obviously keep pushing forward for themselves, right? So I love putting people in wealthy environments. I love cars. My biggest advice, I guess you could say, is spending too much money on cars. But here's a Rolls Royce. This thing is absolutely amazing. This is on a yacht in Fort Lauderdale. This is one of our meet and greets for one of our events. Here's another Rolls Royce. This is at the Aria in Vegas. This is Zach and I and Brett trying to look cool with a McLaren and Zach's Mercedes. This is actually at the Palms in Vegas. The guy in the top left is Carlos, who started working with us and eventually got to he's even hit $1 million in 1 month in revenue, and he was getting an award that night for the stuff that he's doing. So it's really cool to see people come through us and actually have that type of success. And a lot of these people in this picture actually came through us and are successful today. So this is at a conference called Affiliate Summit, and we did our own mastermind at the same time. This is my Lamborghini on the left and my truck on the right. To be honest, I'd rather drive the truck every day. It's a 700 horsepower pickup truck, very fun to drive. This is at the Caesars in Vegas. This is actually my favorite Lamborghini, purple one. This is at the Westin on Fort Lauderdale on A1A. This is at the MGM in Vegas. This is Long Island. That's my Mercedes S65. That thing's a beast too. 620 horse. As you can see, I have a need for speed. Every car I have is fast, one way or another. This is a 30,000 square foot mansion in Orlando. Bowling alley, lazy river, pool on a roof, basketball court, saunas, steam rooms, about 25 arcade games. Has a bat cave with a $250,000 Mercedes in it. Like, it's an insane house. But we had a bunch of events there, a lot of fun. This is in Fort Lauderdale at a 12,000 square foot mansion. As you can see, that's a Ferrari. This is at the Wynn in Vegas, and yes, that is Coolio, who passed away a couple years ago at this point, but that was a fun night. This is in Fort Lauderdale. This is in Orlando. As you can see, we just like to have fun. This is a Cosmopolitan in Vegas. If you ever stay at the Cosmo in Vegas, get the wraparound suite. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. The wraparound suite. It's an amazing suite. Great, best views in Vegas. This is at the Bellagio. This is at the Cosmo, the Chandelier Bar. It's a 4-story chandelier if you've never been there. The guy all the way on the right is an ex-MMA fighter. We have a lot of fun hanging out with him. And those 3 ladies, I'm telling you, make a lot of money. They are amazing in their own right. They definitely do very, very well as entrepreneurs. We provide ridiculous value. Only one word to describe it, which is unbelievable. So other opportunities cost how much? 25 grand, 18 grand, 29 grand, 25,000. It's crazy. Go do your own research. Check them all out yourself. Like I said, we provide unbelievable value. So what are you going to get? You're going to get a list of business loan lenders. Plus, if you want, you can submit your business loan deals to us directly. The commission is going to be roughly 10% of the deal size. So if it is a $100,000 deal, you would put roughly $10,000 in commission in your pocket. We are going to provide you with free marketing strategies. There's many ways to generate leads for free. We're going to provide you with paid marketing strategies. There's many affordable ways to generate leads. LinkedIn marketing is a great platform for business loan leads. Sales training. Zach created a 1-call close training video. It's the simplest thing. The first time I ever closed a deal on my own, I have to tell you, for me, it was easier than I thought it would be. You literally ask the business owner a few questions. They say yes, they say no, whatever it is. It's either they want to move forward or they don't. You know, it's really not sales. You're literally giving a company money. It's kind of like trying to get someone a mortgage. Like, they want it. You know, it's like, hey, get me approved. Great, let's go. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like selling lollipops to kids. Probably a bad analogy, but you get what I'm saying. You know, kids love candy, right? They love sugar. You don't have to sell them on a lollipop. So buying leads. Okay, again, you can buy leads to hit the ground running. Training on how to create your website for free to generate leads. So we will provide you with a video on how to create your website for free. So obviously you can start generating leads. All you need to do is just buy a domain name, which you can get one for $1 at GoDaddy, or potentially you can get it for free as well. But an SSL certificate, but usually they provide that with a package deal. But all this is very, very affordable to get started. And there's also unlimited support, plus a free onboarding call to make sure you are set up. So once you get going, okay, and you're going to get unlimited support, plus you're going to get a free onboarding call where you will talk to somebody directly to make sure you are set up. We just want to make sure you're up and running. Now, most companies need money, okay? There is huge demand, especially when the economy is bad, and there's really only 2 things you need: a website and leads, and we will show you how to get both, okay? Show you how to set up your website, show you how to get leads, and so you're up and running. You do not need to spend more money to make money.
Meeting him one-on-one, he gives me the chance to really believe that I too can be a Phil Smith and eventually be someone that could provide motivation to those who would come after me. So I thank Phil for that opportunity, and I appreciate him changing my life.
Well, the kind of person Phil is, he really is a down-to-earth kind of person. What you see is what you get. He really under-promises and over-delivers. He helps us to get to the next level, to be an entrepreneur, really take back your freedom. So, I thank Phil every time I see him, every time I'm online. I thank him for what he's doing for us.
Phil's an excellent person, straight down to earth, okay? Tell you just the way it is. If you get to know him, like I got to know him over the last weekend here, being here, he's just like you and me. He puts his pants on like we do, and you know what? He dresses. I'm dressed a little bit nicer with a collar on. But Phil is the most down-to-earth person that you would ever meet, the most trustworthy person I believe that you would ever see.
He's just like everybody. He's just like all of us. He's a cool guy, very humble. That's what I like about him. He wants to help people to succeed and build a community. I guess it warms up his heart when he sees people's success.
He's sort of a classic entrepreneur. He's someone who has created a very simple and I would say brutally effective model where I don't know many people who are generating the amount of revenue that he is who still have pretty much a one-man band. He sticks to his priorities and his lifestyle, and he's very unapologetic about that. And I think that's what it takes to succeed in many ways, is to have that attitude. I'm just all kinds of impressed with meeting him in person. He's just like the guy I saw in the video, and it's cool. He's a fun dude. He's got a great sense of humor too, so it's a fun atmosphere.
Phil is great. He's amazing. He laughs, he jokes, he's present with everybody. Sometimes you go to different programs and you don't even see ever the person who's the CEO or the owner of the program, and Phil is there hands-on with you, talking to you. He walks around, he starts conversations with you. You can tell that he cares about everyone in his program. You can tell he cares about wanting to see people succeed, and to me that is one of the biggest things about him, is his humility and his caring spirit for people.
It's more powerful when you can say, wow, look at that guy. He made his first $1 million based off what I shared with him, what I taught him, and be happy for other individuals' success rather than your own.
That's what I love about Phil.
I'm only involved with Phil because, first of all, I love him like a brother. Number two, I believe in him. I know that he makes money for people, and that's hard to find in these types of deals.
Yeah, it's an environment where a lot of people just want to take every last dollar.